My name is Tarure Katere. Welcome to my channel. And on this channel, I share about spirituality, self-development, wellness, self-love, a bunch of other things around those topics. Today, I just wanted to do a quick video talking about some insights that I got towards a particular issue. I had done a video previously on mistakes and why we're so afraid of making them. So in line with that, this morning when I was doing my morning meditation, which is every morning I wake up and I just feel into myself, I feel into my being, I breathe, I meditate, and then I have a prayer session, I guess you call it. I commune with my source every single morning. And I remember that time, a couple of years ago, I was going through a breakup. It's actually funny because it was with my current partner, but we had broken up for a while and I was in a really dark place. Because there was a lot of other things that were happening in my life, but also that was like, it was a really big blow to me. And during that time, I was a little destructive in my behavior. I did some things that I wasn't very proud of. And in a moment of feeling really low about the stuff that I had been doing and what I was feeling, I reached out to Source and I was just like, please, I don't understand why I'm behaving like this. I know better. I am better. I know I shouldn't be doing this. And this has happened to me. This was not the first time, and it wasn't even the last time. This has happened to me even recently, where I'm just like, why the hell did I do that? Or why the hell did I say that? And when I brought that to Source, I just felt this insight that came to me that this was a case of mistaken identity. And I really, when I heard that within myself, I was like, what does that mean? But the revelation came to me. I had forgotten for a moment who I was. I was mistaken. I was coming from a place of fear. Now, I think I've mentioned it before. I really do believe that each of us is a piece of our source, which is God, or whatever name you give to that source that created us, that we come from. The ultimate source of us is that being. That being is love. We live in a world of duality, fear, love, darkness, light. That's just how it is at the moment. I don't think that's how it's going to continue to be, but that's how it is for now. We have this tool called free will, and that means that we each get to choose what we're going to express in this lifetime, who we are going to be, where we're going to come from. And for me in my lifetime, I feel like it's a constant journey of awakening to the love that I truly am. Reconnecting back to my source and remembering that I am pure love and being someone who's expressing that on this planet, remembering that I am one with everything. And that's who I know myself to be. I know this from the depths of my soul. I know this. But sometimes I still fall back into my patterns of fear. Some people say that we've been programmed to be that way. There's a concept of original sin, which for me doesn't really fit. But what I know is the world that we're in tends to lean towards the mass consciousness of fear. And more people are coming to this awareness that we don't necessarily have to live from that mass consciousness. We're learning that we can unplug from that mass consciousness and plug back into our source, which is within us. Plug back into that energy of pure love and express ourselves from that. And so when we have those moments where we behave in a way that seems far from the pure love that we are, we've momentarily forgotten who we are. And it's a case of mistaken identity. And especially because we were given this identity through our ego, our conditioned self. And so it's almost like a human default setting. Although, as I said before, this is also changing, I believe. And so we don't have to come from that. When this insight came to me, it didn't feel like it was telling me that I was wrong, that I was bad, that I was to blame or anything like that. It just felt like all I have to do now is just remind myself who I am. And that's why for me it's always so important to remain aligned with myself, because then I am, as much as possible, connected to the true love that I am. And then in those moments when I kind of step out, I can bring myself back and remind myself who I am. And so this is not a reason for us now to start judging and blaming and constantly criticizing ourselves. No. It's actually just a beautiful way to remind ourselves that, okay, so I did that, but that's not who I really am. I am pure love. Let me come back to that. And in fact, I feel like Source rejoices when we stop blaming, when we stop criticizing ourselves, and are able just to, as quickly as we can, bring ourselves back to who we are. So that's it. That's all I wanted to share with you today. And for anyone who may be struggling with blaming themselves or feeling shame for something they've done, something they said, a way that they behaved, I hope that this helps you remember that it's okay. Sometimes it's okay to forget who we are. In fact, that's a part of this beautiful game of life. We came onto this planet and forgot who we really are, and then we get to spend our lives remembering, and sometimes we'll remember, I remember several times a day who I am. And that's perfect, that's okay. It's just a part of it. So don't kick yourself, don't put yourself down. Just remember to come back to who you really are, and then choose to be that, choose to be love, choose to come from love, and the rest will fall into place. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'm so glad to have you here, and I send you so much love.